The SharePoint Framework Toolkit extension for VS Code includes a set of language model tools that allow us to interact with SharePoint in more natural and intent-based way. Recently, new tools were added specifically for managing SharePoint pages. Things like listing all modern pages, retrieving specific page with metadata, creating or copying pages, and cleaning up old content. At a high level, these language model tools translate natural language into precise SharePoint operations while still respecting users' permission and other platforms' boundaries and governance. To demonstrate these page related tools, we'll walk through a realistic scenario on an existing department site. First, understanding the current page structure, then reusing an approved template, publishing an event announcement, and finally cleaning up an old, outdated page. I'll start by listing all modern pages on this site. This should give me complete inventory of what already exists on this site. So it is using list SharePoint online pages tool by using the parameter as process industry web URL. This should include homepage, any templates, or any sample pages. So it has found 8 pages, 6 pages, and 2 templates. And I'm not changing anything yet. This is purely read only discovery that helps establish a baseline before we take any action. There are two home like pages, home and department home. Let's get confirmation on which one is used as a default page for the site. So I'll only retrieve the metadata for the default page. I'm not loading full page content. It's just enough information to confirm which page is set as home page and whether it looks current or not. It uses web URL, default true, and metadata only. 3 parameters. And provides all the metadata about that page. Name, page layout, comment disabled, and so on. Next, I can see there's an event summary template page, which I can reuse to create event pages. But before using it, I want to inspect it directly by name. So this should confirm if the page is suitable for reuse. It should give the metadata of the page along with the components on the page. As you can see, the metadata and the zones and web paths. Now that I have validated the template, I'll create a copy of this event summary template page. This should be a common scenario. I mean, for consistency, we create a copy of the existing approved page and then change content. I'll change the title of the page and it should be a page, not in the template. I should be able to confirm this page, event summary template Q1. If I open the page, it should have the exact layout as the template. As you can see, it is there. Now with the event page in place, the next step is visibility. So let's create a news post announcing the event. It should be a news page, um, and it should not override any existing pages. It is creating a news page event announcement Q1. The title of the page, web URL, layout as article, promoted as news page, which is what we want, and sample description. It'll be an empty page, and the owners would need to update the content. The page is created, and it's here. Now, earlier during the inventory, we noticed an older home page that was not used as a welcome page for this site. So let's remove it. Let's use recycle true. So if need be, it can be restored from the recycle bin. Home.aspx has been removed, and it is available in the recycle bin. It can be restored if needed. And we can verify the home.aspx page is removed. Now finally, I'll list all modern pages from the site once more. This should give us a clear before and after view and confirm that our changes were applied as expected. We should have 9 pages now, 2 templates and 7 pages. Remember, home.aspx was removed, event summary template Q1 was added, and announcement page was also, news post was added. So, and that is it. We have just, with a few natural language prompts, we were able to perform various pages of